So you briefly covered this earlier on in the interview, but I wanted to ask, so as a psychiatrist in Hong Kong, where, it's quite common to overlook mental health and just avoid speaking about it, have you found it challenging to kind of beat down the stigma associated with speaking about it and addressing personal issues with patients, and how do you overcome these challenges?
I think, one good thing is that I think globally, the focus on mental health has actually been increasing over the past few years, especially now in COVID times. We're talking about focusing on mental health because everyone's stuck at home or isolating in the West, for example. Here in Hong Kong, the government and also various NGO partners, I know that we have an NGO partner here today, they're trying to actively bring out the conversation to people talking about mental health. It's harder for the older generation because they still think that you don't want to talk about the illness, you don't want to tell people. But I think it's more or less, if you try to put it into terms that they would understand. Like, for example, everyone would have problems with their sleep, or might have problems with their sleep, but they might feel anxious. And I would say that if these problems are affecting your life, affecting your work, affecting your relationships, then perhaps it's always better to get them looked at and treated and sort of managed rather than just staying at home. Because otherwise, not just the patients, but everyone else around them will suffer from someone having mental illness. So I think that's one of the ways to bring down stigma in a Chinese society where mental illness is still sort of quite frowned upon.